Now in the National Basketball League, the league's two most successful teams, St. George's Slayers and champions Urban Knights, both secured wins in the latest round of matches at the National Stadium courts. The Knights got by the Raptors, while the Slayers proved too strong for UWI Running Rebels. We have more from Angela Melville.
The Slayers, who led 30-26 at half-time, opened up an 18-point lead at the end of the third quarter after outscoring UE Running Rebels 21-7 for a 51-33 lead going into the final quarter. And while coach Rowan Robinson took out his starting five with 6 minutes left, UE never threatened the mid-season champions. Despite losing the final quarter 23-20, the Slayers went on to win 71-56. Richmore Morris had a game-high 19 points for the Slayers, while Lushane Wilson and Romario Mills each had a double-double. Wilson scored 17 points to go with 14 rebounds, while Wilson sank 15 points and dished out 17 assists.
It was good, especially on the defensive end. I know with this team, as I said to them last night in practice, they had two practice, one before I went, because in their chat room they were talking. I didn't say a word to them. Nobody knew what it was. When I came back, I was like, listen, we have practice on Monday. Make sure that everybody is there. Came, they were there, focused, fully focused. Everybody wanted to hear what I was saying. All I said was that basically, you guys were selfish. The game was right there. So we just focus on what we're going to do tonight. On the defensive end, we know exactly what they wanted to do, who they were looking for, and we know their strength and their weakness. So we just make sure that we capitalize on it, discipline ourselves, attack them. And that was the result, and the end result that we were pretty successful.
Well, half of our team is out, you know. We have players that is on national duties and players that's on international duties for other countries as well. So, you know, that really hurt us tonight.
And with 6 games left in the preliminary round, Constantine remains hopeful that his team will make it into the playoffs for the second straight year.
Yes, we're aware of that, you know, but we get our guys back by the next game, so I think we should be fine.
The second game between defending champions Urban Knights and the struggling Raytown Raptors was much closer than expected. The champions appeared on course for an easy win when they outscored the Raptors 21-12 in the first quarter and led by 10 at halftime, 38-28 the score. The Knights tried desperately to separate themselves from the Raptors, but Tijani Forbes, Romario Gabidon and Devereux Preston kept Raytown in the game as they moved within 3 of the lead inside the last 4 minutes. However, the Knights held on to win by 9, 70-61 the final score. Tyrese Spence, with a game-high 24 points, led 2 other starters, Alric Morris and Ramon Spence, into double figures.
I did not like how my team performed today. I mean, in the early part of the game, the first 2 quarters, I think we show up. The last 2 quarters were starting to play around. You know, did not like the identity, the third and the fourth quarter. But we win, survive it. We could dwell in the next day, as usual. You know, as a basketball coach, we tend to dwell in the next day. A win is a win, so I'll take that. But when I go back to the drawing boards, Moby will play a weekend, and I'm looking forward to the challenge.
All right, so first let me say congratulations to Urban Knights. Good game, good win. But for my team, we kind of fell short on the defensive end in the last part of the fourth quarter. In the last 4 minutes, they just went on a run and we just couldn't catch them.
The Raptors had only themselves to blame, missing 10 of 12 from the line.
Right, so free throws is something that we definitely have to work on. You know, it's called free throw for a reason. You know, you have to make them if you want to stay in the game.
You know, right throughout the season, we've been having issues. Like tonight, we can look on the line. We don't have our identity as yet because we keep on changing players. You know, players went overseas for different reasons. But, you know, it's up to the coaching staff and the management to find a way. And we'll find a way because we have to defend the cup.
Both teams will be back in action on Sunday when the league resumes at the stadium courts. Angela Melville, CVM Sports.